Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to this week's edition of New Makeup Sunday. So first of all, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And just quickly, a little bit about these videos. I do them every Sunday morning, and basically they're kind of like a vlog style where I unbox everything that comes in throughout the week, whether it's PR or things that I purchased out in store or things that I ordered online. So anytime something comes in, I just put the camera on the products themselves. I'm not really on the screen for most of the video. I just turn the camera around, show you guys the products up close, do some swatches, tell you a little bit of information, and it's just a great way to kind of see what's new in the beauty world, what things I'm interested in buying usually, and then I love to hear your feedback down in the comments. And it's great when you let me know what things you're really interested in seeing, because sometimes, you know, with all the different things coming in, it's hard to prioritize which reviews I should do first. So it's always awesome when you let me know your thoughts, because that way, you know, the things that are most popular and get the most requests, I can like work on those reviews first. So anyway, guys, this week I have some skincare to share with you. I also have some new makeup from Morphe. I have some new things that I found at Walgreens. I have a small Ulta haul. It's not going to be a super long video this week. I know last week was like really long, but anyway, why don't we go ahead and just jump right in, and I'll see you back here at the end. Hey guys, happy Monday. I just got back from Walgreens and I found a new CoverGirl concealer, and also I went in looking for these two new NYX palettes because someone who I talked to on Instagram had sent me a photo of them from her Walgreens, so I definitely like ran down to mine to see if they had them, and they did. So very excited. These were $12 each, and I just love the shades in here. So this one is called Dark Mystic. Just show you a little closer what that looks like. I just think it's really pretty. I'm very curious to see what the formula is like on these. I haven't purchased a NYX palette in quite a while. And then this one is Midnight Orchid. So that's what that one looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch these in just a second, but I also wanna show you this. So this is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and it says it's made in the USA, and I got the shade L200, which kind of looks really light now that I'm looking at it. It was hard to tell under the lights of the store, but I guess we shall see. And basically the only thing that is said on the display is that it's full coverage, and I'm thinking this might be like their Shape Tape dupe, because look at the giant doe foot applicator. So I just want to quickly put a little bit of this on my hand and see what it's like. Oh yeah, that is really light. All right. So the coverage definitely seems pretty good, and honestly it feels kind of thick, which I'm not a fan of. Normally I really enjoy creamy concealers, very thin, lightweight concealers. Now that I'm over 40, I just don't like putting anything too heavy in my under eye area. Plus this is looking very dry, like the more I blend it out. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be a pass for me. I will try it underneath my eyes, but this is not giving me hope right now. So yeah, I don't know. I'll let you guys know. If you guys have tried this, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below and see what you thought of it. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead now and swatch these guys. All right, so let's start with Dark Mystic first. All right, first shade is kind of patchy right off the bat. Not impressing me a ton so far. They were actually really hard to pick up. The pan size is a little bit on the smaller side. This purple shade wasn't bad. That one was pretty good too. All right, so those next three were a little bit better. All right, and then here's this turquoise. Actually, that is really nice, and it picked up well. And then here's the matte turquoise shade. All right, and then here are the last two. I don't know, maybe I just didn't dig in hard enough, but from this lavender shade over, they actually swatched pretty well. And obviously swatching is not indicative of how the palette will perform on the eyes, so I can definitely do a review on the eyes of this if you guys would like to see it. All right, so now let's do the Midnight Orchid palette. Right away, this one is swatching a little bit better. So this one is definitely a little bit better than the other one. I think swatch-wise, it looks really beautiful. All right, and then here's the last two shades. So There's a look at the entire Midnight Orchid palette. Really loving the color scheme. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys remember the Bad Habit Beauty Poison. I forget what it was called. Was it Pretty Poison? This one reminds me a lot of that one, but I'll have to dig it out and just do a comparison maybe. But if you guys would like to see a video on these two new NYX palettes, definitely let me know down below. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I just got a box from Versed Skincare. This is a brand that's sold at Target. You might remember a couple of weeks ago in my Sunday haul, I showed a box that they had sent over, and there were a couple products in that box that I felt like I really couldn't use because they were more for acne prone or oily skin types. So I had said that I was going to just put those aside for a giveaway at some point, and the brand saw the video and they reached out to me. They were so super sweet, and they asked if I just wanted to try maybe some different things that might work better for my skin type. So I ended up going on their site and choosing a couple of additional products to try. So the first one I chose is the Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream. This has squalene and red algae extract. So I'll just quickly show you the shot of the ingredient label so that you can pause the video if you want to check it out. And this claims to be for dryness, aging skin. It says I'm a moisturizer for serious hydration. So let's just see what it feels like really quick. Right, so that's what it looks like. It just kind of looks like a thick, rich cream. Just put a little on the back of my hand. All right, so it feels, I would say, medium weight. It doesn't feel really super thick like a body butter or a balm, but it doesn't feel like a light lotion either. It's somewhere in between, and it definitely feels super hydrating, so I'm really excited to test this one out. My skin isn't as dry as it is in the winter, so I don't feel like I need something super thick and rich, so I think this is going to be really good. And then the other thing that I got is this On the Rise Firming Serum. This is a peptide blend plus resveratrol, and by the way, their formulas are vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, and dye-free. No parabens, silicones, sulfates, formaldehyde, petroleum, or mineral oil. And this one says, use me if you know the signs of aging are real. I'm a peptide and vitamin cocktail for skin that's seen a thing or two. I help forgive the sins of the past and present to preserve a fresh-faced future. So this says you can use it AM or PM. And let's just take a quick look. Okay, so here's what the little bottle looks like. I'm just going to put a couple of drops on my skin. Not that, you know, we're going to see any results or anything. I just want to show you guys what the texture is like. So it's just a really thin serum-like texture. It's a little bit watery. It's not a super thick serum, but it feels like it just kind of soaks right in. It doesn't feel sticky. It actually feels like it adds a little bit of hydration to the skin as well, which is nice. So I definitely am going to put these together with the other products that they sent me and, you know, give these a full run, I guess, once I'm done with whatever skincare brand I'm using this month. So let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see first. I haven't started using any of them yet. So I either have the Pixi Vitamin C line, I have this one, and then I also have the Honest Beauty ones from a few weeks ago. So let me know what you'd like to see first, and then whatever it is, I'll start it this week. And then I also purchased some products from City Beauty, and I remember this City Lips treatment from way back when I used to work at Sephora. They used to carry City Lips, and they don't anymore, but I did remember that it was sort of like a plumping treatment that works over time. And the way that this works is it has really tiny hyaluronic acid, which is most of the time what they're injecting into your lips when you get lip injections. So this hyaluronic acid is supposed to be small enough to penetrate like down into the layers of your skin and help to plump up your lips from the inside. So it's something that you need to use every day for weeks to be able to see results, and then every couple of days afterwards as maintenance. And I'm really excited because I've just been feeling like so down about my lips and how like wrinkly they're getting. So I want to do something to try to smooth them out, and I'm hoping that this will help. It's a paraben-free plumping lip gloss that contains unique potent ingredients that provide instant fullness, definition, and hydration with long-lasting plumping benefits. This painless and irritation-free formula helps dramatically diminish and fade the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, resulting in smoother and fuller-looking lips within minutes of application and also over time. So I'll show you the ingredient list really quick. And then here's what the tube looks like. I'm not going to put it on my hand or anything. It's just a clear gloss. They also do have colored versions as well. They have like a gloss that's more sheer, and then they also have ones that are like full pigment liquid lipsticks. So I'm excited to use this, and I can definitely give you, you know, my results. I plan to do a video on it with before and afters once I've used it for a few weeks. And while I was researching City Lips, I didn't buy it initially. I was kind of like looking it up, and then I waited a few days. And then, of course, like what always happens, I was on Facebook and City Beauty ads started popping up. And there was this one for this multi-action sculpting cream. and I totally got sucked into it. I started watching the video and I couldn't stop. It was the longest infomercial ever. So I don't remember every single thing that they said in the video, but basically the gist of it was that it's not fine lines and wrinkles that make you look older. It's that your skin starts to sag and kind of get more slack, and that in turn makes the wrinkles look more prominent. So this is supposed to basically sculpt your face in a couple different ways. It's supposed to do it instantly with certain ingredients, and then it's also supposed to counteract this toxic protein that they said that they've discovered that's basically responsible for your skin slacking over time. But anyway, it says that the benefits are that skin appears firmer and tighter, visibly reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It encourages the production of collagen and elastin. It has a light texture for everyday wear, and it deeply hydrates. So I can just open this up and see what it feels like. I also did watch a few YouTube videos on this line, and there were people showing like their neck before and after using this cream, and it was amazing. Like their results were so good, and they weren't like paid reviews or anything. I'm just gonna put this one on my other hand. So this one has a slightly more, I would say, balmy texture. It's very thick and rich, but it does seem to absorb really quickly. It's not like sticking around on the surface at all. It makes my skin feel really velvety, really smooth, almost like this would actually be really good under makeup, I feel like, almost like a primer would. Let's just see if it looks any tighter or firmer. I mean, it kind of does actually. This hand, I would say, looks a little smoother than this one right off the bat. So anyway, guys, if you'd like to see a video on this, like I said, definitely let me know. Or if you're interested in what the City Lips is doing for me, let me know that as well. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I just got this big box from Morphe, and they had emailed me a few weeks ago and asked if I wanted to try some of their products. And it's kind of hard to believe that I really don't have any Morphe products in my collection. I believe I got a little blush palette a couple of years ago, but I don't know why. Everybody constantly asks me, like, why don't you have any Morphe? And I don't know why exactly. I think maybe it was just because they kind of overwhelm me a little bit. Like I go into Ulta and I see these humongous palettes with all these different colors, and I just don't know what to pick. My sister has the Jaclyn Hill palette, and she's constantly telling me, like, you need this palette in your life. But I have been meaning to try Morphe, so I was very excited when they reached out, and they sent me this huge welcome package, so I'm super grateful to them for that. This is so awesome, and it's a great way to just kind of sample a little bit of everything. So they sent me their Second Nature palette, also the Stunning Vibes palette. Then we have a sponge, a continuous setting mist, a bunch of their brushes. That's something I've also not tried, but so many people use them. This is a nude pink lip set. We have an eyelid primer, a blush palette, and then a highlight and contour palette. So kind of, like I said, just a little bit of everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys some of it. I'm not gonna like swatch everything. I think it'll just take way too long, but I definitely want to at least swatch some things and kind of get an idea for the formula. So let me just move this box and we'll get started. Okay, so here's a close-up look at the Second Nature palette. So I figured I'd just swatch a couple shades from this one. This one's like a really warm tone palette overall. Looks great for fall. Right, so let's swatch a couple of shimmer shades first. Oh my goodness. Have I been sleeping on Morphe? Like, what's the... Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting that. Those were so like rich and buttery and creamy. All right, then let's just do a couple of matte shades. So we have this one. These are really nice too, so far. Swatching really well. Very smooth. All right, well, I'm excited now. I can't wait to play with this one and try out some looks. Okay, so then this one is the Stunning Vibes palette. So really pretty as well. It's not quite as warm toned. You have this whole like kind of cool tone section over here. You have a couple of warm tones, and then you have your lighter shades up here. So since the other one was like a ton of warm tones, I think I'm gonna focus more on just swatching a couple of these cool tone shades and see how those go. All right, so I dug into some of the blues and purples. That one is stunning. It's like a really beautiful duochrome. Here's like one of the blues, and then here's a purple. These are all shimmer shades. All right, and then here's a few of the matte shades. These feel, I mean, really just as smooth as the other ones did. So I'm really excited to test this one out as well. I feel like both of these palettes would be really great for fall. So next I'm just gonna go ahead and open up a few of these brushes and see what they feel like. You know, obviously I have to play with them on my eyes, but Let's see, this one feels really nice. This is the M330. It feels super, super soft, and it looks like it's probably like a crease brush. And then this one has a different type of bristle to it. This is the M433. I just want to see quickly, like, is there any kind of shedding or anything like that? I'm just going to go back and forth a couple of times. I mean, I'm pressing pretty hard, and no hairs coming off whatsoever. So that's definitely awesome. So I'll let you guys know. I'm going to just start using these, I guess, in videos and see what I think. And then next up we have the Warm Master Blush Palette. So let's see what this one looks like. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I am loving these shades. These are like my kind of blush shades. I love, love, love peachy kind of warm blushes. They're my favorite by far. I used to always go for kind of more cool tone pinks like this one, but now I pretty much just kind of gravitate towards all of these tones right here. So let's go ahead and swatch a few. All right, so there's a couple with more of like a shimmery finish. So that's these right here. And then the rest of them are all matte. So these colors are really, really beautiful. I'm excited to play with this. This really light matte shade here reminds me so much of Tinge from Lorac, and that's one of my favorite blushes ever that I use all the time. Loving this bronzy one right here. And then here's that brighter pink. So just beautiful colors. I think these are really going to go well on my skin tone. Let me just swatch that really bright orange though, because I'm kind of wondering like if I'm going to be able to wear that one or not. Okay, so here are the two deepest shades in the palette. We have the orange right here. I don't know what it's going to look like blended out, but then this like deeper bronzy tone right here. So let me see if I just kind of blend this out a little bit. I mean, I'm sure it can be sheared out, but chances are good that I probably won't use these two as much, but the rest of these look perfect. So really, really excited about this palette as well. Next, we have the Lo-Fi Sculpt and Shimmer palette, and this one has 4 bronzers and 4 highlighters for fair to medium skin tones. So I love that they break it up by skin tone so that you can kind of, you know, use most of the things in the palette rather than having a lot of shades be a waste. So let's dig into these highlighters and see what they're like. I mean, zero fallout at all. Actually, this last shade looks like it's going to be a little bit more kind of like of a low glow highlighter, which is awesome. Let's just see. Yeah, I mean, these are so smooth. This one has a little bit of like a lavender to it. That one's more peachy. Oh my gosh, that last one is stunning. I mean, they're all really, really pretty, but I love just how smooth they are. And they're not like too much. They're not glittery really. They're just like, they just have like a really nice sheen to them. So these are really pretty. All right, and then I'll just go ahead and swatch all of these matte bronzers. So this one, I mean, definitely too light for me to use as a bronzer, at least on my skin tone. Then that one's a little bit warmer. This shade is probably like my perfect bronzer shade right there. And then this one's like a deeper version of this one. It's also not super warm, which I love. So anyway, that is the entire palette right there. And my battery's about to die, but I just want to quickly look at this lip kit. This is a nude pink lip trio. It has a lipstick, lip gloss, and then a color pencil inside. So let's see. Oh, it says on the back, it's the lipstick in Wifey, the lip gloss in Pop, and then the color pencil in Backseat Love. All right, cool. So let's just do a couple of quick swatches. Ooh, that is such a pretty, like perfect pinky nude shade. I guess I'll just do these on my hand. This feels really, really creamy. And how perfect is that pinky nude? That's going to be gorgeous. Oh my goodness. All right, and then here's the gloss. This one's a little bit more of a brighter pink, but it's not like bubblegummy or like, you know, that Pepto-Bismol kind of shade. It looks really pretty as well. I think that's going to be awesome. And it definitely seems like more of a full pigment gloss versus sheer. And then here's a look at the pencil. I think this one's going to pair pretty well with that lipstick. It looks really close in color. This is also super, super creamy as well. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited and so grateful to Morphe for sending all of this stuff over. So if you guys would like to see a look with some of these products or just my thoughts in general once I've had a chance to use them, let me know down in the comments below. Hey guys, it's Thursday. I just got this palette from Amazon. This is the Magic Spell eyeshadow palette from the brand You Can Be. And a lot of you guys had told me about this brand because they also have a dupe for the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette that a bunch of you guys like, called the Aromas palette, I think it is. But I saw this one and could not believe it because I haven't seen a dupe for this palette anywhere. And I don't know if you guys can guess what palette this is duping, but it's the Lime Crime Venus XL2. So when I saw this, I figured I had to grab it and compare it because I know the Lime Crime one is a little bit more on the expensive side. Plus, I know a lot of you at the time said that you don't really support Lime Crime for various reasons. So I thought I would just try this palette out and see how good it is and how it compares. So let me just show you side by side what it looks like next to the Lime Crime. All right, so there's that one. And then here's the Venus XL2. There's a lot of glare from the light. I wonder if I turn it off, if it'll look a little bit better. Kind of hard to say. To me, it's still kind of hard to see it, but I guess we can make it work. So as you can see, they're very similar. I haven't studied them, you know, side by side and shade for shade if they're exact dupes. So if you guys want to see a video and I can do side by side swatches, side by side looks, let me know down below. But for now, I can just swatch a few shades of this and just sort of get an idea of the overall feel of the formula. All right, so here's a few of the shimmer shades. They felt super creamy in the pan, so that's a good thing. They go on really creamy as well. They almost feel like cream shadows, almost, but not quite. Here's just a few more of the shimmer shades, and then I'll show you some of the mattes. Ooh, this one's like a duochrome. It looked green in the pan, but it's actually like a greenish brown. That's really pretty. And then here's a few of the matte shades. They really had no fallout, and oh my gosh, look at how nicely this is swatching. I mean, they're so smooth. This one, a little bit patchy, but that one was really impressive. Let me just try a couple more. All right, here's like a really dark one, so we'll see how that swatches. I mean, it probably needs to be built up just a little bit, but I'm impressed with the fact that there's not a lot of fallout with those matte shades. They feel like they're really firmly pressed into the pan, and that's kind of how Lime Crime's formula is as well. It also reminds me of Huda Beauty a little bit. So I'm very excited to test this out on my eyes. If you guys like to see a comparison with this versus the Lime Crime Venus XL2, let me know down below. Hey guys, I just got another box from Morphe and they sent over a brand new palette that just launched recently at Ulta. And this one is their Hotspot Artistry palette, and it's going to be launching on their website on July 16th actually. So if you do have affiliate codes that you use for Morphe, you can always grab it there, but it is available now on Ulta's website already. So let's go ahead and open this up and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so here's a look at the palette. There's really bright, beautiful shades in here. I'm loving like all these blues and aquas on this side. And then over here you have some warmer tones, but also some pops of brighter pink, which are really, really pretty. So I'll go ahead and kind of swatch some from this side of the palette, then I'll do a few from here. I'm not gonna do the entire thing, but if you'd like to see a video on this with some looks and then, you know, swatches of the full palette, definitely let me know down in the comments. So I think this one is going to be such a beautiful summer palette. I can't wait to try it out on my eyes. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I just got back from Ulta and I had originally gone to get a new brow wiz because I ran out of it on vacation, and I had picked up one from Maybelline at the drugstore and I really wasn't too crazy about it. I thought the formula was okay, but the color just wasn't right. So I wanted my taupe brow wiz because I think that's just like the most perfect color for me. And I had it in my hand. It's $21, but then when I got up to the register, I saw this in the little things where the samples are. And for $4 more, you also get the Dip Brow gel, which I was really wanting to try, so I felt like this was a really good deal, so I grabbed this one instead. So I can just show you quickly what the shades look like. So if you haven't tried Brow Wiz, it's like a micro brow pencil. It's really skinny, so it makes it super easy to draw like really fine lines in your eyebrows. And this color taupe is perfect for me because it's more of like an ashy color. So a lot of browns look kind of more warm tone, but my brows are really, really ashy. So I think it's just like the perfect color. It's also not too dark. And then on the other end, you just have a spoolie to comb it through. And the Dip Brow Gel, like I said, I've really been wanting to try this. So this one is in the shade taupe as well. So it should be a perfect match. And just comes with a little spoolie like that. I'll see if I can try to get some of the color onto my skin. Yeah, this is really nice and cool tone too. This one actually looks almost grayish, but very excited. It looks like it has some nice pigment to it. It feels almost like a moussey kind of a formula. So I'll have to let you guys know what I think of this as well. And then another thing that I grabbed is this Nightcap Overnight Perfector from Living Proof. I had a sample tube of this that I got, I think it's Sephora way back when, and I absolutely loved it. It's meant to be an overnight treatment, so you're just supposed to coat your hair with it and then sleep on it and then wash it out in the morning. But the first time I used it, I put it on at night, like they said, on dry hair, and it just made my hair so smooth and so sleek. And the thing that I loved about it the most is that it just kind of soaks right into your hair. It doesn't make it feel greasy. It doesn't weigh it down. It made it look like so bouncy and so smooth. It was amazing. And I think the reason they make it that way is so that you're not getting something greasy all over your pillow. But I love it during the day. So I use this after I blow dry. That's how I started using it, even more than an overnight treatment. And I think it just does a really good job instead of using a shine serum. Those tend to weigh my hair down. My hair is really fine, so anything that's a little more greasy and oily can weigh my hair down quite a bit, but this doesn't do that, so that's why I love this so much. So it says on the back you can use it on damp or dry hair, but I think it's magic on dry hair. I haven't tried using it on damp hair, so I'm not quite sure if that would work, but I think I might try doing that as well. I just love this formula so much, and I really enjoy the shampoo and conditioner in this line, so I didn't hesitate to pick up the full size. Alright guys, so that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also, again, don't forget to let me know in the comments what you're most interested in seeing reviews on going forward. I always love hearing your thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!